Welcome back, man. It's Dame. You guys may have been watching the Heat versus the Bucks that actually took place on April 25th. And if you guys were watching that game, then you already know the main person that we need to be talking about. Today, man, we're going to be talking about Jimmy, aka Jimmy Butler, man. First thing that I really want to get into, man, is I want to ask you guys, do you believe that this was the greatest playoff performance in NBA history? Today, I'm just going to give you guys my opinion on if I think it was the greatest playoff performance in NBA history, or do I think that some other ones may match that or be a little bit better. And so let's get right into this, man. I'm actually going to go in order for what I think are the greatest performances in NBA playoff history. And with my number 4 spot, I'm going to go with our boy Magic Johnson, man. Magic Johnson, if you guys didn't know, was a point guard who had to play center once his center Kareem Abdul-Jabbar actually got injured, and he needed to play center, and they ended up winning that series. He won Finals MVP, and they ended up winning the finals. But there was one particular game where Magic Johnson ended up actually scoring 42 points. He had 15 rebounds, and he had 7 assists while playing center and playing immaculate defense while at it. So Magic Johnson had to be at my number 4 spot for one of the greatest playoff performances ever. I hope y'all like my pick for that number 4 spot. Leading over to our number 3 spot now, I have LeBron James in the 2007 Eastern Conference semifinals. LeBron was a very young player at this time. He was 3 years into the league, and you know, the Cavs fans were really waiting on a spark from this young player. They knew that he was going to be a really great player, but they just didn't know when they were going to be able to make a really deep playoff run or even make a finals run, which he actually ended up doing in that season. So congrats to LeGoat, the King, anything you want to call him, man. The reason LeBron is at my number 3 spot is because, like I said, it was the Eastern Conference semifinals game, so it was round 2 of the playoffs, and they actually played the Pistons, and they ended up winning that series in 6 games. But one game that really stood out was Game 5. Game 5 was the game that ended up standing out, and it was because LeBron had a whopping 48 points, 7 assists, and 9 rebounds. Not only did he have those amazing stats, he ended up actually scoring 29 in the last 30 points. So even though there's a lot of us who already knows how great LeBron James really is, I think we still need to give him a round of applause for just how amazing that guy has been. 20 years in, Le King, and we don't rock with Dylan Brooks. I ain't gonna lie. Even though I ain't gonna say he was hitting that. No, we don't rock with Dylan Brooks. Yeah, man, LeBron with my number 3 spot as the 3rd best playoff performance ever. With my number 2 pick, I have Michael Jordan playing against the Boston Celtics in the 1986 playoffs on April 20th. The reason why I put Michael Jordan at the number 2 while dropping 63 points is Michael Jordan, you know, and that was also the game, if you guys didn't know, in the Last Dance series where they said that they thought it was God disguised as a player. You know, I ain't gonna lie, they was low key glazing. They was low key glazing.
What do you mean by that?
When you look at the amount of legends and the amount of people who have so much respect for the legend himself, the man, the myth himself, Michael Jordan, you know, it really makes you look at certain games and things that he did at a different perspective, because there were the greats of the greats who saw him as the greatest. So, yeah, man, you can't take anything away from his performance. He was only about 3 years in the league, and very similar to what LeBron did. He just had a lot more points, even though he did end up getting eliminated in that first round of the playoffs. He still did anything and everything that he could to get his team to a win, man, and that meant him dropping 63 points. So, yeah, man, Michael Jordan is my number 2 spot for the 2nd best playoff performance I have ever seen. For my number 1 spot, has to go to Jimmy Buckets, man. Playoff Jimmy. It has to be for yesterday's performance. He had 56 points, 9 rebounds in a league where today there's a lot of really great defense. He played a really great team who, in my opinion, is the defensive team of the league, which is, to me, is the best defensive team in the league. This man shot amazing from the field. He shot 67% from the field. He shot 38% from 3, and then he shot 83% from the free throw line. It's only so many things you can ask from a 6'6" guard. I guess they label him as a small forward, but still, man, there's only so many things that you can ask from this man, considering he doesn't have the massive height. He doesn't have the super long wingspan. He's not known to be a scorer. He isn't amazing at finishing. He isn't amazing at shooting the ball. But one thing he is, man, he's amazing at winning, and he has a grit. He has a grit, and he always knows how to get his team in a position to win a game. And so for me, I have to put Jimmy Butler at the #1 spot. And even when I look at the degree of difficulty, yes, Jordan had a lot of difficulty playing in the first round, but he lost. Jimmy Butler is winning right now. He's winning. So yes, I'm kind of being a little biased because I'm adding on the games that he's already been playing, and then I'm also going off of his 56 points because he's been balling the entire series. This game right here was one of the most important games to me. Like I tell a lot of people, in my opinion, I always think that game 4 is the most important game. He decides, I'm going to drop a 20 bomb in the fourth quarter, and I'm going to will my team to a win. So not only am I going to will my team to a win, but it's going to be one of the most important wins of the entire series. Now it forces the Bucks to be in a conundrum, and now they have to come back from a 3-1 lead. And I'm going to be honest, bro, I don't see Bron nowhere. So I don't really think that's going to happen. But you guys can tell me how y'all feel about that, man. And you guys can tell me how y'all feel about this video. Let me know, man. Leave comments, like, and please share the video. Share it on anything that y'all want to. It's cool with me, man. But overall, just please subscribe and just keep supporting, man. Just, you know, if you're not somebody who like to always post and stuff on social medias, I definitely understand. Just please show support to the channel, and more content is coming out this week, man. This video that you guys are seeing, I'm recording on April 26th, and I'm also recording another video which is an update on the 2023 NBA playoff bracket. And so we're going to see if I was wrong, if I was right, what improvements I need to make on it, what have I learned from the games. And yeah, man, so I hope y'all ready for that. All of y'all be safe out there, anybody who watch my videos, and much love to y'all. Go be great.